Hi my Stampin' friends, I'm Sandra at artypapercrafters.com, an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator, and today I have a beautiful little card for you, and it's a stand-up easel card, and it stands up like that, and I think that it's so sweet. Now this was a swap that I was given from a lovely lady called Pauline Barnfather of I Create Craft blog, and she swapped this with me at On Stage in April 2016, so 2 years now, and I loved it so much that I wanted to create it myself, so I measured it all up so that I could make it for myself. So I'll put a link to her name if you'd like to pop it over and see what Pauline does. And this is what I created. I used the Bloomin' Love stamp set, which is still current in the main Stampin' Up catalogue, and you can purchase it with the framelit dies, which are called Bloomin' Heart. The dies are catalogue number 140621. And the stamp set is 140643. Should you be interested in purchasing any products from my website, Stampin' Up products, I would be extremely grateful for your business. And that is what I have used to create this card. For the sentiment today, I want it to be a birthday card, so I am using the new product from the spring and summer catalogue, which is called Cake Soiree. You get 2 stamp sets in the set, with lots of birthday cakes and boxes and sentiments and lovely little flowers to create gorgeous little things with. And that also comes with framelit dies as well, and that's called Sweet Cake framelit dies. And that is catalogue number 145617. And you can even make little gift tags with that piece. So it's so cute. Anyway, let's crack on and make this gorgeous little easel stand card. Excuse me, I'm just going to have a drink of water. Sorry about that. Right then, let's crack on and make it. So what I am making it with today, and these are all the pieces that you will need. I've prepped up already. So I've cut my little die like that, and I've cut my little stamps, my little flowers from those same dies that match. And then all the pieces, let's go through all the pieces, starting with the base of the card. So for the base of the card, I've got some rich raspberry. Let's pull you out, I think we're a little close. For the base of my card, I've got rich raspberry, which measures 14.5 by 10.2. I've got a piece of Designer Series paper which fits over the top, which measures 9.5 by 14. For the back of the card for the sentiment, I have a piece of thick Whisper White card, which measures 3 3/4 by 5.5, which in centimetres is 9.5 by 14. Then for the side of the card here, I've got a piece of gold foiled card, which measures 8.8 by 6.3, and a piece that I have run through my petal embossing folder. Looking for it, I found it, but I can't remember what it's called. Anyway, I'll put a link to everything on my blog. So a piece of, this is powder pink, and this measures 8.2 by 5.7. Then for this side of the card, for the easel stand, I've got a piece of gold foiled card which measures 7 by 9.5, a piece of powder pink that I have also run through the petal embossing folder, which measures 6.5 by 8.8. Then we've got a piece for the stand itself which measures 11.5 by 6.5. It is scored at 4.5 and 9.5, which I've already done. And then I've got a piece for the sentiment on this side here, which I've corner rounded with my corner rounder punch, which measures 5 by 5 centimeters. So that's all the pieces. So let's crack on and put all this together. So we'll start with the base, and all that we're going to do for that, I'm going to use my fast fuse today. So we're just going to stick that on to the base of our card, and the designer series paper that I'm using is the new designer series paper from the spring and summer catalogue, which is called Painted with Love, and there is gold foiling on every sheet, so super cute. Right, for the back of the card I want to put a sentiment on, so I have chosen for the sentiment on the back, may your day be as wonderful as you, happy birthday. So I've prepped that up on a block, and we are going to use Calypso Coral for that. So I get my ink pad, Calypso Coral, and I will also get my rich raspberry. So Calypso Coral, ink that up, and then I'm putting it more or less in the centre, down and stamp. May your day be as wonderful as you, happy birthday. And then I'm going to prep up some of these little flowers. We'll have a couple of these. Where's my block? And we're just going to use the rich raspberry to do a couple of little flowers in the corner. So I'm going to get my scratch paper, because I'm going to go off the edges. So we're just going to go like that in that corner, and then I'm going to put one in that corner. Cute. Should we have a few leaves? Should we have a few leaves? Yes, let's have a couple of leaves. Or a couple of these spriggy things, I think. Would look nice. So we're going to use some green for that. No, I think I'm probably just going to stick to the same colour palette. So we're going to go in with the Calypso Coral, and I'm just going to stamp a couple of those in the corner there. And maybe one coming in from the side there, and one here. Beautiful. Love it. Right then. So now we're going to put that on with some fast fuse as well. There, isn't that pretty? Right, so let's get our pieces for this side. And we're going to fold, so we fold over that way for the short part, because that's going to sit on there, and then we fold over this way, because that goes over here like that. And that sticks on there like that. So we're going to put these two pieces together for that side. And then we're just going to fit that on here. So we want fast fuse on this fatter part. And then you need to line it up with the bottom, leaving just a very minute part. So can you see how I've done that? I've left the skinny little white edge there, and then that part's going to come up like that, and then that sits down like that. So we need glue on here. And then you need to line this up so that it sits. Let's see where that's going to come. We need it to sit just inside that line. So I would say leaving just a very skinny part. That's the easel stand that we've created there. Let's put these two pieces together. That's it. That's going to go on here. So we can glue that down onto our card, and we're putting that in the middle. Leaving a skinny border on the right hand side. I'm just going to do it so that I can see those little hearts along the top. So you can see I've just left a little skinny border of the DSP there, and a little skinny bit there, so that I've got about 1/8 of an inch in the middle. And then our sentiment is going to go on here. And we're going to stick that on there, our sentiment, and we're going to pop a little bow on here. Pretty. So let's do our sentiment next. And for our sentiment, we're going to have happy birthday here. So we're going to put our happy birthday in rich raspberry. So lining it up and stamping towards the bottom. Oh well, it's upside down now. Should have checked that. Never mind, because now we've got room to put a little flower So we're going to get our little stamp set. I'm going to get a little petal, cute little petal, onto a block. And we're going to stamp a few of those in Calypso Coral. So sweet. Love that. That's great. Put those away. I think we're finished with those. Right then, so we are going to put that there. Our little bow is going to go here. Just going to pull that into. Now this ribbon is Calypso Coral and it's part of the free Celebration products. You get 3 rolls. You get one in Bermuda Bay, one in Smoky Slate and one in Calypso Coral. And you get 3 for free when you spend £45 or more during Celebration with Stampin' Up through my online shop. So you can check that out, all the lovely free products you can choose during Celebration. So we're going to pop that there with a little bow there. So let's get a couple of glue dots and stick that on. So that's going to go there. And I'm going to pop the happy birthday up on some dimensionals. That's great. And then that's going to sit in the middle there. Sweet. And so that that doesn't fall, we need to put some flowers on. So the flowers that I've cut out, we're going to pop those on. So I'm getting my little foam pad because we're going to put 3 of these. So the middle for that there, middle for that there, and that one can just have a double there. That's how we're going to do that. Right, so with my little piercing tool, I am going to pop that end into my flower, which gives it some dimension. And then we're going to get our glue dots. We're going to fold them over, and these smaller ones are going to go into the centres of the bigger ones. Whoops. Like that. Make sure that they keep their dimension. Turn them over. Because now we need to put on some foam dimensionals, some little dimensionals on each one. I'm wondering, that's slightly too big, so I'm just going to cut some of these edges. That's it. I'm going to pop some of those on. Right then, move everything to the side. So you're lifting your card up so that it's straight, and then you're going to take the backing off these. Let's bring this one in. You can see that they're put at an angle there. Let's get rid of this paper. So they're put in at an angle there. So I think I'm going to stand this up slightly more than that this time. So we're going to pop our dimensionals there, our little flowers rather. I'm going to have one there and one there in the little grouping, and that sits up lovely. And then to finish those little flowers off, we need some rhinestones. Got to have a bit of bling, so we want the large ones in the centres. Looking good. Looking very good. It's just so beautiful, this Blooming Love set. I just love that heart with the filigree. It's really very, very pretty, very, very beautiful. And what I've done with my little filigree heart, I've already prepped up beforehand one in rich raspberry, so I've die cut that through my big shot and got that out, all my beautiful filigree, and then I've put my little flowers on to save time. Let me bring that up to show you. I've put my little flowers on as before with glue dots and stood them up for some dimension. And then what we're going to do is we are going to pop some dimensionals on the back of the areas, but we need to make sure that it's going to hit it, because we need it in the place where it's going to not show but be on the, actually be connected with that part, because if you've got it off at the side it's no good putting a dimensional under there. So we want dimensional here. Let's see. And a dimensional here, like that. And then take the backing off that. Absolutely beautiful this is. Just gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. And then position that on at an angle. That is beautiful. Look at that. Isn't that just so gorgeous? Don't you think that's gorgeous? And that gold foiling really sets it off. And then you've got your sentiment on the back. How gorgeous is that? Don't you think that that'd stand up on a shelf beautifully? And whoever the recipient is going to love it. Right then, let's just finish it off with a few more dimensionals. Where can we put a few more of those? Let's put some bling over here. And a medium one. Here. And then we will have another one over here. There. Oh, I love it. I just love that. Fold it down, and then that folds flat, fairly flat for posting. Fits into the normal size envelopes, so that's brilliant. Oh, I love that. That's gorgeous with those new products. Absolutely gorgeous. Love it. Right then, so that's my original one that I made. And all the measurements in inches and centimetres will be on my blog. Just go into the bottom right hand corner here, the bottom right hand corner, and the see more button, which will drop down, and that will, you can click on that to go to my online shop or to find out the measurements. And don't forget to check out the celebration free items in the right hand sidebar. If you use my hostess code too, I'll send you a gorgeous little gift through the post, which is just from me and nothing to do with Stampin' Up. And if you spend £45 or more, you can choose lots of free items. There's some gorgeous new speciality paper out at the moment, which is called Springtime Foils Speciality DSP, and you get free when you spend £45. You get these 12 by 12 card, and they are super thick with copper foiling, silver foiling, gold foiling. You get 3 sheets of each, and it's just gorgeous paper, and you get 12 of them for free. Oh, it's a bargain. Normally the cost of this is £11.75, so they're actually giving you for free £11.75 worth of product. How great is that? So that's all from me. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and it's bye for now. Bye.